Alright. 10 cent silver. So is silver going to go to a dime? That would be a crazy headline to see, right? In Kitco, you see 10 cent silver. Anyway, that's not the purpose of this video. I obviously do not think silver is going to go to 10 cents. But I ended up buying silver yesterday for 10 cents. So that's what I'm going to tell you about here. So, taking BSO's advice, I started going to swap meets, flea markets. And yesterday I went to a swap meet and somebody told me that there was a guy that purchased and sold precious metals. And I looked for the guy and he wasn't there, but I still made the rounds and kind of just was looking around at all the crap that people were selling. And in all honesty, the majority is crap, right? But there was this lady that was selling jewelry, and I looked through her case. She had a fancy case with some gemstones and opals and rings and all this other stuff. And something did catch my eye. She had this really big, hefty-looking sterling silver bracelet. The links on the bracelet were like that thick. So I asked her how much she wanted for it, and she told me that she wanted $95. And in my head, I'm thinking, lady, nobody's going to give you $95 for a sterling silver bracelet. But anyway, that's just what I was thinking. But I was curious, and I said, oh, thank you very much, and kind of was going to just go on my way, because obviously if she's selling that for $95, she's not going to have anything that I want. Anyway, so as I start leaving, she was like, well, how much would you pay for it? And it was like, I told her, there's nothing, I'm not really interested, because I didn't want to offend her, because any offer that I make her, it's not going to, she's not going to accept anyway. And she's like, I told her that I was only going off of, kind of the silver content for the kind of stuff that I was looking to buy. And so she said something about like, oh, you're looking for scrap metal and something like that. And I was like, well, yeah, kind of. And she was like, well, look, give me 1 second. Let me go through my bag. I think I got this sterling silver chain that's broken, and I don't have the tools to fix it. So she ends up pulling out this guy. It's a little tiny sterling silver chain, and I put it in my hand and do one of these, and in my brain I'm kind of calculating that maybe this thing's 2 grams, right? Pushing maybe 2.5. So she asked how much will I give her for it, and I said, oh, I'll give you a nickel. And she kind of thought about it and then kind of chuckled, and she said, oh, well, that's very, very low. And I did one of these again, and I was like, oh, well, it's about a gram of sterling silver. That's what I'm willing to pay. And then I just kind of said, all right, fine. How about 10? How about 10 cents? And in my brain, I thought it was super funny that we're trying to haggle, negotiate over pennies, but that's what happened. And she said yes. She said, yeah, I'll take 10 cents. So I gave her a dime, and she gave me the chain, and it's about 2.5, maybe 3 grams of sterling, which is, I don't know, the melt value I think is for a gram, it's like 60 cents or something. So maybe $1.20 worth of silver here, but I paid a dime for it. So good deal, I guess. Obviously, it's not going to make any dents in the stack or anything, or really improve my wealth by purchasing this chain. But I think the real lesson here is, yeah, cool, you got some silver for a dime, but the real lesson here is that just be courteous to people, right? Like, just initiate conversations and be likable to people. If I would have been a dick and I would have just said, oh no, lady, you're crazy, nobody's going to give you $95 for that sterling silver bracelet, this would have never been an opportunity. This conversation would have never happened. So that's the real lesson, I think, to take home. The real story is just be kind to people and have genuine, good conversations, even though in your brain, if you're thinking this person's crazy, who knows what'll happen. you might end up getting silver for a dime. All right, guys, take it easy.